Hello. I'm standing in front of the Arlington Theatre. And of course, it's about to be one of the main stages for the upcoming film festival. But I'm not here to talk about the best movies or the most successful actors or producers. I'm here to talk about parking. Yes, I'm Frank Peters, and my show, this will appear on a Santa Barbara Cyclist. Parking. We've got the State Street Promenade, pedestrian, bicycle promenade. It used to include this block, but then there was a revolt, and local merchants, the retailers, had to have parking on this block. I'm not sure they had the right reasons, but that changed very quickly. And today we have a number of cars that are parked here much of the day. Do we have meter maids? I don't know where they are, but they're not out here enforcing any parking regulations. So instead, this has become the private parking places for some of the people that work in the area that show up early enough to get one of these spaces. And it's free parking. It'll be free all day. So why is that happening, and why would that happen on this block of all blocks? Arguably one of the most beautiful blocks in Santa Barbara. We're going to explore that topic on today's show. Let's close the 1300 block to cars. There's an economic wonder just waiting to be discovered. But first, let's review how we got here. In the teeth of the pandemic, the hungry might opt for outdoor dining and all the new parklets that caused the city to close many of the streets to cars. But retail merchants were about to take a hit. And there was no corresponding plan for retail stores. No brilliant plan emerged. Does that explain why the city capitulated almost immediately when merchants in the 1300 block complained they had to have parked cars in front? No one wanted to see complete economic collapse, and these retailers were certainly freaked out. They had to have cars parked right out front. No one ever investigated, did customers park here as they shopped nearby? Or was this parking used by restaurant workers and other people that, worked in the neighborhood? I think I know. I do know that some of these retail stores use these spaces to park their own cars. So it's not like there was any economic benefit due to the parked cars. Wasn't it just our infatuation with cars and the corresponding privilege motorists have come to feel is their right, that they can park anywhere they want? They brought back parking on the 1300 block, striping State Street for perpendicular pull-in parking, so even more cars could squeeze in, as if there was some analgesic benefit that came from parked cars. So, to my chagrin, there are more cars parked here now than before the pandemic. I think many people knew this block, with the Arlington Theatre as the anchor tenant, is the perfect block for a pedestrian mall. Does the film festival offer an opportunity to rethink how we might use this block? Future generations will wonder, why did we take so long to realize its potential? How short-sighted could we be? And of course, we know this already. That's why we restrict parking during the film festival and other premium events during the year. We know this makes good business sense, at least some of the time. It's not that we haven't all visited the Louvre in Paris. Today, it's sited on a beautiful plaza. But I'll bet you didn't know that it was likewise once surrounded by free parking. And it's not that we can't imagine the untapped economic potential that a grand promenade block might offer. It's just that we're all addicted to the automobile, and we want to park wherever is most convenient. What you're looking at here, premium parking. And part of the reason it's premium is it's one of the most beautiful blocks in Santa Barbara and in front of the Arlington Theatre, but because it's free parking, there's no meters here. There's no meter maids. So you can pull in here and park the car and leave it here all day if you like. It's pretty convenient. Close to restaurants and shops. Even though there are alternatives, huge parking structure as close as it's in the shot right there, less than a block away. Other surface parking lots, 2 of them, behind the Arlington and across the street from the Arlington. There's lots of choices, but this is certainly premium parking. People know that. It's like drive-through for Starbucks. Starbucks right there on the corner. Instead of driving your car downtown, why not take your bike? From just about anywhere in town, it's a downhill cruise, at least on the way home. You don't have to worry about parking at all. Or take the bus. The bus goes everywhere and will only set you back a little over $1. And you don't have to worry about parking at all. So you've got options, convenient options. Nearby parking abounds. Anyway, so what are we waiting for? How soon do you want to wait to reap the benefits of a sparkling, prosperous, glamorous block with fantastic architectural draw? These few empty storefronts would soon be leased. The nearby restaurants would appreciate larger, hungry crowds, and they'd have to hire more staff. And that would only be the beginning of the financial reckoning. Well, we have a chance at building an economic wonder on this block. The architectural part has already been done for us. All we have to do is take away the parking and watch what happens. And maybe the best part will be the next time you're in Paris, visiting the Louvre, you'll feel right at home.